first three terms of this expansion. So we've got x is actually going to be px in our expansion, and then n is going to be a third. So I'm going to get 1 plus a third px plus, then it's going to be a third times a third minus 1, which is minus 2/3, all over 2 factorial, or just 2 multiplied by px all squared. That's the first three terms. So 1 plus a third px. Now over here, the 2 and that 2 are actually going to cancel. Of course, you can put this in your calculator, so I'm just going to quickly do it without. I'm going to get 1 over 9 p squared x squared. Right, then we're told that the expansion of this thing is on the right. So I've got 1 plus qx multiplied by this expansion from part A. And that is going to equal 1 plus x minus 2 over 9x squared. So I can start to think about the coefficients. I can look at, for example, the coefficient of x. Now, how can I get x from the left-hand side? I can do qx times 1. So that's going to leave me with q as the coefficient. And then 1 times the third px. So that's going to be a third p. And that is just going to equal 1, the coefficient on the right-hand side. If you prefer, you can put the x's in. You can say qx plus 1/3 px equals x, and then get rid of it. But I've just done it all in one go here. And then the other term I can use, because the 1 doesn't help, I get 1 on the left-hand side and 1 on the right-hand side, but the other one is that I can use the coefficient of x squared. So for this, I can get wait, I might do this in a different color actually. Q times 1, qx times 1/3 px will give me 1/3 q px squared, so the coefficient is just 1/3 qp. And then I can also get an x squared term from here. It'd be minus 1 over 9 p squared. And that is going to equal minus 2 over 9. So I've managed to create simultaneous equations. So one of these is a linear equation at the top, and one involves a quadratic, so we've got p squared. I'm going to first of all times this second one by 9 to just tidy up, get rid of these fractions. So 3qp minus p squared is going to equal minus 2. Hey, that's looking better. And then I'm going to make q the subject of this one. So it's 1 minus a third p. Now I can substitute it in. So 3 times 1 minus a third p times p minus p squared is equal to minus 2. And therefore 3p minus 3 times minus a third p is minus p, then times by p is going to be minus p squared. Minus p squared is minus 2. So 2p squared minus 3p minus 2 is equal to 0. Factorize this. It's got to be 2 and minus 1. The 2 is going to go here. The 1's going to go here. Then we get minus 4p plus p, so that's going to work. So p is minus a half, or 2. And then we can substitute back in to get Q. Q is going to be 1 minus a third times minus a half. That's going to end up being plus 1/6. So it's going to be 7/6. When I put in 2, it's going to be 1 minus a third of 2. So 2/3, so it's going to be 1/3. There we have it. I think I'm just going to say, P equal, I'm just going to put it together. P minus a half, just to make it clear which one goes with which, or P equals 2, Q equals a third. Well done.